One of the biggest nights boxing has ever seen, and it couldn't possibly reach that potential without Michael Buffer in the center of the ring. And yes, we had him here tonight in a fight that no one expected to go the way it went. Have you ever seen anything like that in the heavyweight division, like ever?
We've seen crossover fights, and no one has ever, no UFC guy, MMA guy, has ever competed that well in a boxing ring. I mean, he just fought what is considered to be perhaps the best heavyweight in the world today, and had a split decision. He didn't just go the distance, it was a split decision, and he knocked the champ down.
Michael, you were the first to know how this fight was going to turn out. When you were reading those cards, before you got to the last card, were you a little bit nervous that we might lose the heavyweight championship to an MMA fighter tonight?
Well, I don't know whether I would have been thrilled to announce an upset, but then again, there's a pretty big payday coming up that's even going to be bigger now for fans and management and promoters, because a lot of people are going to say, well, maybe Usyk isn't that little, or maybe, you know, the other guy. Oh, nice talking to you. It's just going to be really interesting, and I think we'll all be back here in a couple months. What do you think?
The question I never thought I was going to ask: is Francis Ngannou a heavyweight contender?
I would think right now, if I'm a promoter, I wouldn't hesitate to put him in the ring against, let's say, the bottom 5, top 10 fighters. A little more training, okay? Work on his jab a little bit more and go to the body. He didn't go to the body at all. I mean, when you have that kind of power, you go to the body. But, you know, that's easy for me to say. I'm just standing here watching the fight.
And lastly, what do you think Tyson Fury did tonight that made it harder than it had to be, or what could he have done to make it easier?
I think, and I was talking to the referee too, you know, Tyson Fury has a really good inside game where he uses his size and he'll wear a guy down. You know, getting a clinch, well, he'll give you a good hug and hang on to you and lean on you. Every time that happened here, Ngannou just locked them up, man. I mean, his MMA training and past combat fighting, he knows how to hug, and you can see his physique. I mean, so that didn't work, and then you didn't see it anymore. And Tyson Fury should have been throwing some more jabs, even just waving them out there.
I gotta say, Michael, even with the decision going the way it is, I think I just saw the biggest upset in boxing. Like,
was it 40-1? It was. I mean, it was really up.
I didn't even check because who's betting?
Even though we hate to admit it, what were we saying last night and this morning? You and I together.
Absolutely no shot.
And 1 round, or if he wants to carry him 3-4 rounds, you know. I mean,
yeah.
And nobody in the boxing business thought this would like really do anything other than have a big crowd.
Well, I mean, Riyadh brought something that we'll be talking about for more than the season. And like you say, hopefully we'll be back before the end of the year. Always a pleasure and an honor to speak to the voice of boxing, Michael Buffer with Radio Rahim. Thank you.